I choose the feelings, thoughts, and actions that are in harmony with the principles of peace and unity. I am control.
Today we have our first discussion of the universal law called I am control. It is one of 11 universal laws of the guiding principles of peace and unity. We will talk about why it is so important to you personally as a Black person and why it is important for the creation of true culture of self-love and civilization. Before we discuss the critical importance of I am control and the guiding principles of peace and unity, we must put this all into context. There are 3 areas critical to the success of the Black community in Africa and the African diaspora. They are culture, education, and economics. Generally, Black people have difficulty in these 3 areas because we don't live according to our historical, cultural way of life. Instead, we live according to ideas, beliefs, and behaviors that we've adopted from slavery and colonialism. We think that our greatest enemies are the racists who attack us psychologically, socially, and physically. But that is not true. Our greatest enemy is in our minds and our hearts. It is the destructive ideas, beliefs, and behaviors passed down to us from slavery and colonialism that we continue to accept and live by today. A simple analogy will help you understand what I mean. Say you're a little boy or girl playing in your yard in front of your house. But you want to go outside and explore. You want to go out into the street. You want to go to a playground. At some point, a bully approaches you. He or she wants something that you don't want to give, or want to do something that you don't want to do. You refuse. You get beat up by the bully. You run back into your house for safety. But you want to go outside and play. So you do. And day after day, the same thing happens. Until one day, in your mind and heart, you decide. You pick up a rock, a bottle, or a stick. The bully returns. You use the rock, bottle, or stick. Now you can play outside. The bully was not your true enemy. Your enemy was your wrong ideas and beliefs about who you are and what you can do, about your own strength, weaknesses, and abilities. The real enemy was in your mind and your heart. The bully helped you to develop the correct ideas and beliefs about yourself. But we are adults now. Racists attack our children, women, and men psychologically, socially, politically, and physically every day. But they are not the real problem. The problem is in our minds and our hearts. We have accepted the ideas and beliefs of slavery and colonialism, the beliefs of inferiority, incompetence, weakness, and the resulting self-hate. We have internalized the savagery, violence, and deceit of the racists, and we've made them superior when actually the opposite is true. Our history shows us that it's not true. We must restore ideas, beliefs that return us to self-love. We must restore ideas, beliefs, and behaviors that we used to build civilizations that lasted for thousands of years. Now, if you care about the children, women, and men of Black communities, you will use labor, care, and study to make sure that they are at their best. But how? Start by tying yourself, your family, and your people to the universal social laws called the guiding principles of peace and unity.
I meditate to relax in all situations. I am peace. I bring and keep together the families and communities who live in peace and unity with others. I am unity. I learn how to learn. I am knowledge. I create for myself, my family, and my community. I am power. I obey the laws of my family and community that are in harmony with peace and unity. I am law. I do no harm to my family, other families, or my community. I am protection. I choose the feelings, thoughts, and actions that are in harmony with the principles of peace and unity. I am control. I have fun and work with my family and my community. I am cooperation and harmony. I am careful about what I believe. I accept ideas and beliefs that are in harmony with these guiding principles. I am correct ideas and beliefs. With all my heart, I take care of my family, other families, and communities that are living according to the principles of peace and unity. I am devotion. I keep a clean body. I have clean habits. I eat healthy food. I exercise. I care for my environment and planet. I abuse no substance or drug. I am strength.
Now you may be saying to yourself, what are you talking about? What are these laws? We're not in Africa, and we're certainly not in ancient Africa. You're correct. But the power of these universal laws is that they are true no matter what the time, no matter what the place, no matter who. These universal laws apply to all, but you have been chosen to bring them to the world, but only if you live them. Think about the universal laws that you've heard. What kind of person would say, well, we don't need such laws? What kind of person would say he or she does not want to cultivate such characteristics? I am peace, I am strength, and the rest. Look around at black people today. Look at us. Can you honestly say that we would not be healthier or materially more prosperous and socially cohesive if we lived according to these universal social laws? These laws represent what is really meant to be a black person. In ancient times, a black person was not simply the color of your skin. Being black was about the way you think, how you look at life, and how you move through life. What does it mean to be a black person today in our current conditions? Almost everything you see about being black today was created by ideas, beliefs, and behaviors from slavery and colonialism, or some adaptation to those things. The destruction and injury that they cause is bad enough. But what is worse is that we refuse to let them go. We refuse to let go of the ideas, beliefs, and behaviors of slavery. As a result, we are embracing a way of life that is destroying us. The same way of life is destroying the world. Now, we're talking about creating a culture of self-love to combat this destruction. So let's define self-love. The 11 universal laws of the guiding principles of peace and unity are not just laws that are outside of you and used to control you. These laws are you. They represent fundamental human needs and urges that we are all drawn to accomplish and experience. They are what you were when you came here as a baby born naked. But you were not taught this because our people have lost their way of life. So you have been trying to manifest these qualities and live this way of life without knowing how. That is how you lost self-love. The universal laws of the guiding principles of peace and unity, and its premise, do good, do no harm, will strengthen you, uplift you, and develop within you self-love. But you must examine them, practice them, and live them, and use them to build a new way of life. By rebuilding yourself and your culture based on these universal laws, you will revive self-love and bring order, purification, health, and progress to yourself and to Black communities. Such a culture will, 1, prepare you for life. 2, improve you as a person and as a community. 3, foster your growth. And 4, help you solve problems. You can always download a copy of all the guiding principles of peace and unity and their violations at our website, thegppu.org. I'm going to use the universal law called I am control as an example and an opportunity for you. Let's look at what the law says. I choose the feelings, thoughts, and actions that are in harmony with the principles of peace and unity. The violations, and there are always violations of each of the universal laws, the violations of I am control are failure to control disempowering or self-destructive impulses and choices, abuse of power by denying someone liberty, taking away the right to fair trial, arbitrary arrest, detention, or exile, arbitrary interference in someone's privacy, family, home, or correspondence, denying someone the right to freedom of movement and residence, withholding the right to own property alone as well as in association with others, taking the right to freedom of thought from someone, conscience and religion, disallowing the right to freedom of opinion and expression, refusing the right to work, to free choice of employment, to just and favorable conditions of work. I am control is about self-determination. Is it about you having and making the choice to create the quality of life that your family and your future require in a way that does no harm to others and brings abundance to yourself and to others. It's about true manhood and true womanhood. Manhood and womanhood is about making the choice to overcome wrong ideas, beliefs, and behaviors, making the choice to learn from and overcome your personal past and the collective past of slavery and colonialism. That is what I Am Control asks you to do. Now, to assist you in understanding what you must do to live I Am Control, I suggest that you attend a Memorial Day weekend Atefu conference. Atefu means Manhood conference. Now, this is an online webinar and live workshop organized by the Ausar Auset Society in Philadelphia. Ausar Auset Society is a Pan-African spiritual organization that has been serving the Black community in America and internationally for 50 years. This is a great opportunity for men, males, and boys to learn about the fundamental aspects of manhood and manhood development that today's Black community has not been taught. This is a 2-day Memorial Day weekend webinar and workshop. It costs $35. Watch, listen, learn, participate. Details are in the links in our description. Until we meet again, do good, do no harm.